Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Ancestors and Alchemists. I am your reader. I thank you all so much for subscribing and liking the channel. I am so glad that it resonates. I'm so glad that it helps. Don't forget, if you're a new viewer, go ahead and like and subscribe and go ahead and comment. That's always fun. And if this reading does not resonate with you, go ahead to another reading, or you can go ahead to another reader. So we can hop right in because I have kind of started. I don't know. At first, when I started doing this spread, I'm like, what the heck is going on? There's so much energy and so many things that look like is happening in your world. I'm seeing, first of all, one of the first cards was our Medusa card. So it says red. And that actually is going to go to kind of sort of set the tone for this reading, which is weird in itself, right? So, so we have what came out first is blocked and looking within in the reverse. We also have like round and round. We see massive regrets, and then we're seeing spiritual gifts in this in the reverse. And so what it looks like is that you are, I think I kind of touched on this in the last reading or one of the last readings, you are going through this period of protecting your energy. And you ain't playing about protecting your energy. Like it looks like you are blocking, you are trying to center yourself, you trying to get grounded, you are like consulting spirit, like you are really doing some of that deep inner healing work. And it looks like Medusa is here as fierceness, and Medusa is here as rage, almost like a protector. And in that way, we also have the Archangel Michael that came out. So I'm seeing a lot of protected energy, and I'm seeing a lot of moving pieces. So I hope that all of this is going to make sense. And so while you're protecting your energy, it looks like you're protecting your energy from a few different folks. With this heartbreak card, it looks like you might be protecting your energy from like some kind of player. It also looks like there's somebody over here with this masculine card, and there's also legal and possibilities. So it looks like there is also another masculine that you are protecting your energy from. And then we're seeing family that actually came out twice. And the second time, which was wild, it came out as toxic family. So it looks like you might be protecting your energy from it. It could be multiple family members that you are just, you're like, yeah, this relationship is not going to work for me. Thanks. And so you're coming out not just as a spiritual person, not just as, yeah, because it looks like family came out again with karmic. And with the fed up card. So family came out with the karmic card. And so it looks like a lot of this is protecting your energy. And it looks like you're protecting your energy from a lot of people. Meanwhile, what we're seeing on those folks' end is they blocked from your energy. We're seeing massive regrets. And we're also seeing a card that is strange to me. It's round and round. It shouldn't be strange and bumping heads and running. It shouldn't be strange because it looks like what you're doing is stopping cycles. But because you're stopping cycles, it looks like the other folks who are on the other end of them stopped cycles are kind of spiraling a little bit. Yeah, and while you're coming out as the Queen of Wands, you have the World, you got the Six of Cups, we have the Nine of Cups, and then the Page of Pentacles, and the Moon. I'm sorry about that. Excuse the dogs. And what we're seeing is that, give me just a sec. So sorry about that. So what we are seeing is it looks like you are kind of in this really beautifully powerful energy, that you are doing the deep reflection that you need to be doing. You're doing the reevaluation of like your relationships. You are cutting folks loose left and motherfucking right. And you in your power because of that. But what it also looks like is that for some reason, and I keep picking up this energy, it's so weird. For some reason, the power that you have, it's like these people wanted it to be hidden. So that's weird to me. Like that's strange energy to me, and I kind of don't get it. Yeah, I kind of feel like I don't get it, but we're gonna leave it where it is, and then we'll look at it some other time. It looks like I don't know how else to say this except for it looks like they did not. They wanted to keep you in that cycle, and they wanted you unhappy. And with the family card, like this doesn't just look like, I don't know, it doesn't just look like extended family. It almost looks like immediate family. So maybe that has something to do with this masculine and lawyer. So maybe there's some kind of, legal proceedings with that. Maybe there was like a long-term commitment that was going on, and now you're breaking that up. Maybe there was like a family and kids, because we do have this family card that comes out specifically. And so it looks like you were stuck, you being somebody who is like extraordinarily creative, extraordinarily powerful, passionate, which explains the Medusa that's coming out as the protector on this spread. Somebody who is really, really protective or protected, really, really passionate, really, really just kind of a go-getter. Like there's an engine in you that just keeps going and going and going and going, and it looks like you do it. It's almost like you have, in some ways you have like the world on your shoulders with the world card coming out. And this was almost the energy like that you innately have, but it was toned down in some way. Or it was wanting somebody or some people, were wanting you to channel that energy in a certain kind of way. Like they didn't want you to channel it for your own purposes. They wanted that part of you hidden, which is really weird. But it looks like you're breaking out of that. Like you're breaking out of whatever this cycle is and whatever this paradigm is, and you're taking your power back. And that's what the Queen of Wands represents. Like you going internally, you doing a lot, being really honest with yourself, doing a lot of self-reflection, and being able to peep what's going on around you. You are taking your power back. And so all of these cards that came out sideways are then going to turn in the upright. But because they do, with the people that you are no longer in these cycles with, in some cases, it looks like they kind of either are fighting amongst themselves or will be fighting amongst themselves, because you took yourself out of this mess. Honey, what is going on? I don't know, but I am proud of you because you saw beyond the box that it looks like these people were trying to put you in, and that's fucking beautiful. And then we have an avoidant over here. So, and it looks like these two masculines, they are actually on opposite sides. So this avoidant over here is doing anything that they can. I'm assuming that this is an ex. Doing anything that they can to not have to think about you. You know what I mean? And they're hiding their hurt. Because it looks like they miss you. And it looks like all of these folks miss you. Like before I started, I had this intense sense of longing. It almost felt like a pain, kind of, sort of. And it looks like that's what's happening. Like these folks are, you've taken your energy back, and that energy feels and felt nurturing. That energy was absolutely beautiful. And now the folks who are don't have access to that energy don't know what the fuck to do. It reminds me of the story in, I believe it was First Samuel. And so Samuel's on top of the, because I'm a doctoral student in ministry, right? Don't hold that against me. All these people were, the Israelites or whatever, were on the mountain. Samuel's praying. He pouring out libations because that's what the fuck he was doing, right? He was he was trying to talk to a source, and he was talking to the ancestors. He's pouring out libations on the mountain. And so like it starts lightning and things. And so the Philistines, who were about to go to war with the Israelites, were like, we fixing to go get y'all. And so Samuel is doing his thing, doing his ritual, because that's what the fuck he was doing. And like all of a sudden you see the Philistines going back down the mountain, and then they started fighting each other. And that's not the first time that this has happened. And so what you're seeing is like these protected people, in your case, a protected person, right? That's the parallel. So you see these people are you, being separated. You are doing the interior spiritual work that you are supposed to be doing, like to help you feel grounded, to help you evolve, because there's potential in these cards. Meanwhile, the motherfuckers that you cut off have like gone, they are going haywire, right? They losing sleep. We got heartbreak. We got massive regrets. We got bumping heads. We got cycles. We got running. Like everybody is freaking out because you have done something different. First of all, honey, that is called power, right? Like if you didn't think you had it before, if all you have to do is remove yourself and then folks lose their fucking minds, that's called power. So know that about yourself. Take that seriously about yourself and keep going. And leave these fools to do whatever the fuck fools do. So it looks like you removed your energy. You are focusing in on this page that you have going on. You are focusing in on trying to fill your cups again. You are no longer in fucking la la land about all of this. You might actually be doing a lot of traveling soon, right? Yeah, it looks like you're going places. You're doing some traveling. Yeah, I can feel fresh air. Like it's almost like for the first time in a long time, you can take a deep breath and just be surrounded by your own energy. Because this situation almost feels a little bit suffocating. Like there's a lot happening here, a lot of moving pieces, but you were as spirit-led enough internally, spirit-led enough externally to just pull your energy back. And I am so proud of you for that, because that's a brave thing to do. And so while you're focusing in on yourself, we got Archangel Michael over here hiding something for you. Now, you always fixing to get a good Bible story out of me. Because for real, if you take out all the nationalism and you take out all the weird God stuff that, was written by people who were enslaved. And so now they looking at God through a lens of, enslavement. Like God has now replaced their other masters, right, to be the master, which is weird in itself. Anyway, good God story. So we have Archangel Michael over here hiding something. And I thought that was interesting because it reminded me, especially with the lovers, because that scene right there is straight out of motherfucking Genesis, right? And then the devil came up. And I'm like, hiding something. The fuck Archangel Michael up in here with the devil, and we got another reference to Genesis and light, but what he hiding? And it reminds me of the book of Jude, right? Like where Michael and Satan are fighting because Satan is trying to find Moses' body. And so the reason why he would try to find Moses' body, because by the time you get into Revelation, Moses actually comes back with Elijah, right? And so you have like this resurrection that somebody was trying to stop. And so what we have from there is the Fool in reverse, and we got the Six of Wands. And so it looks like what this here nigga was trying to stop was a new beginning and success. Like he's trying to halt that new beginning so you don't go on to success. He's trying to hide it again, which is wild. But in your case, what Michael is protecting and standing the fuck over. So you've got Medusa on one hand, and Medusa doesn't just stand for, like in this case, if you know the story of Medusa, Medusa was actually a worshiper of Athena, I believe, and something happened where Perseus, it might not be Perseus. Don't quote me on that. I'm not as good at with Greek mythology as I am with Bible, but Medusa was actually wronged. Medusa did absolutely, oh Jesus, Medusa did absolutely nothing wrong. But because somebody fell in love with her, because she was favored in some kind of way, Athena goes on to like strike her. So she was beautiful, gorgeous, glowing. She's a worshiper of Athena. Athena turns around and was like, wait a minute, you fixing to mess with my man? And then turns her into Medusa. So anybody, you know, it's said that she's got these snakes on her head. I don't know. But she turns her into Medusa. And so anybody who looks upon her gets turned into stone. Medusa, in that way, uses this kind of rage that she developed, right? Because I would be kind of pissed too. I ain't even do nothing wrong. To then go on and kind of avenge herself. And she's supposed to be a villain, right? That's the story that we're told. She wasn't a villain. She was wronged. And now she does a lot of standing up for those who were unjustly wronged. That is why she starts this reading. There is no reason for you to have been treated like this. Like from the energy that I'm seeing, earlier I was seeing healing and harmony and nurturing. And so all you do is help people. All you do is nourish their spirits. And it looks like what you were finding was, hey, when I reevaluated all of these relationships that I was with, and they don't do the same thing for me. And in fact, they do the opposite. In fact, they are trying to stop something and are trying to not get you to see your full potential. Hence the moon coming out twice. So with your reading, it's beautiful. Your reading, there is two things that Archangel Michael is trying to protect, right? With illumination, Archangel Michael. Then we have the lovers, because you see this scene with Adam and Eve, right? In the garden. And then you see avoiding conflict. And so what Michael is hiding is two things. Lovers doesn't just mean a romantic relationship, which in this case it does. Lovers also means you being able to choose yourself. That is what he's hiding, like protecting. And he's hiding and protecting this relationship that's coming in. Look, I don't know who this is. I'm gonna throw some more tarot on it. I don't know who this person is that's coming in, but for all of these people around you to be doing as much work as they're doing, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if some of this was kind of, if some people were kind of using witchcraft a little, like even in the way where it's not like they sitting around doing rituals, right? But like evil eye, because Medusa don't just start, she don't just start a reading. Like that's not a thing. And it, like, that card flew the fuck out. So it is likely that what we're looking at is fire meeting fire. Your ancestors, your protectors, your spirit team, your guardians is what I'm hearing, are meeting fire with fire. All of these people that are coming out, and we're looking at how they're feeling, and all their reactions to when you pull your energy back, they're also sending energy back to you in the form of like evil eye, because they cannot stand, they can't stand to live in their own energy by themselves without yours to buffer it. And they also can't stand the idea of you moving past them, because that means that you didn't really need them, that all the while they needed you. Baby, that's deep. And for you to have this much, because all of this is spiritual energy, for you to have this much spiritual energy, whether you know it or not, coming toward you, you needed serious defenders. Now, these defenders don't come out for nothing. Archangel Michael don't just come out for nothing. Like, when you see Archangel Michael and the devil coming up, that the reason why why they went head to head in the book of Jude, or the chapter of Jude, or whatever you call it, in the book of Jude, is because the devil is trying to stop something that would impact the world. Okay? Hear what I'm saying to you. There is something about you choosing yourself, and Michael protecting whatever this union is to come, that is not, it's not just fixing to be like, I got a boyfriend and I'm fixing to go to the movies with them, or I got a girlfriend and we fixing to go bowling. It's not that. Like, whatever this union is most likely some kind of divine union. And it's actually probably likely that it's counterparts. And these counterparts, I mean, I got the world out here. I got you like traveling and doing things. These counterparts not just fixing to not do nothing. Like, they showing up for a reason, and that reason is to affect change on a very broad level. And so we're gonna throw some more tarot on and see what's going on. Spirit, can you tell me about these counterparts? What's happening? Oh, look, it's a whole bloody stack. Okay, what we got? Two of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. We got the Eight of Wands in the upright, the Three of Wands in the reverse, the Eight of Cups, the Tower in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Wands comes out again, and the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Like I motherfucking said. And so with the Two of Pentacles, you are destined to like make waves. This is almost like you doing that spiritual work, and you what's it called when you come together, when you, hold on, I have words, conspire with the divine. This is what it looks like. You're conspiring with the divine to create something, and it looks like that thing hasn't come to you just yet, but it will very soon. And it looks like, I mean, it's on the Lovers. And so it looks like whatever that thing is has to do with you and your money, how you invest in you, and then also how you're investing in this protected relationship. And both of them are coming in fast. And then both of these are right on top of the Devil. But on the other hand, what we're seeing is almost a sentence, right? The Three of Wands in reverse. Oh, is that my lock? Honey, these locks don't never want to stay together. The Three of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, the Tower in reverse, the Queen of Wands in the upright, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Look, you are, this is, again, this is the second time the Queen of Wands came out, right? And so you are this Queen of Wands, but what it's looking like, because all of this came out on top of whoever this old love is and this family dynamic. And so the Three of Wands, it just looks like it's trying to stop you. It just looks like it's trying to stop you, but it also looks like you're unstoppable. Like no matter what, you are still going to be successful, right? Like no matter what, there's nothing that these folks can do to stop you. But that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to not get you to leave. They're trying to avoid the Tower that your presence, your lack of presence gives. And they're trying to stop you from working on your pentacles. This is wild. Like, I'm sorry that you have to deal with this. This is fucking insanity in real life. Oh, and so with the Three of Wands in the reverse and the Eight of Wands in the upright, it's almost like, I mean, it's almost like they're wanting you to have like this struggle rather than go on to the success, right? It's almost like they want you to stay in this place of like internal emptiness. Yeah, it's almost like they don't want to experience the Tower for themselves, but they'd rather you experience it by not choosing yourself with the Lovers. And that's exactly what would happen. It's like they're trying to get you, even keep you financially stuck. But Medusa and Archangel Michael are here to say no. It is not so, saith the Lord. Yeah, it's not going to be successful because you have a lot of spiritual protection. A lot of spiritual protection. Okay, we got the Queen of Cups that's coming out also with the Two of Swords in the reverse. And then the Ten of Swords. So again, it almost feels like, there was even a part, because this actually landed on the, you're going to have a choice, by the way. So you're going to have a choice in business, and you're also going to have a choice between two lovers that come back. But either way, that ends in, the Spirit is saying don't go towards that. That ends in the same pain that you experienced before. So that's just the warning. And it looks like since the Ten of Swords landed right on top of the Eight of Wands, that heartbreak will come swiftly no matter what either one of these two try to tell you. And they'll come back and say that they want to invest. They'll say that they want to invest. They do not. It's just to get you stuck. It's just to get you to not move on. I mean, that's what this devil energy is, right? The Fuck. I'm so glad you got up out of this, honey. But you're coming up as the Queen of Cups, right? Like you're coming up as the one who nurtures and the one who protects and the one who guides, intuitive, spiritually connected. I mean, it's very beautiful energy, and it's the reason why. There's a six of swords in the reverse. It's like I was fixing to say, it's the reason why they don't want you to go on. They don't want you to move on. They need your energy. This is, in a lot of cases, it almost feels like vampirism, right? Like they feel like energy vampires. And you were the source because of how strong you are, because of how fucking brave you are. You do what other people cannot do. Everybody can't get up and be like, you know what? I'm fixing to make these choices for myself. I'm going to invest in me. I'm going to move on from whatever this toxicity is. Like a lot of people cannot and do not do that work. That's why there are karmic cycles. That's why these folks are living in their karmic cycles. And it's almost like, for real, it's almost like Medusa is that karma, or bringing that karma, or ensuring that this keeps going round and round and round. That's fucked up. So, yeah, it just felt like you were, a lot of these were soulmates so that you could learn a lesson, right? Like, learn a lesson in heartbreak, it feels like. And it almost feels like learn a lesson in heartbreak. I don't know. It feels like the end of something. Like you learned all of those lessons only to go towards what love actually is, what love looks like in real life. And this feels much bigger than just this lifetime. This, for some reason, feels like karmic cycles that you've been in before and have continued in previous lifetimes, if you believe in that kind of thing. But that's what it looks like. It looks like this has happened kind of over and over and over again. And so this is the lifetime in which, yes, you do experience heartbreak, but it doesn't end like that. It actually ends with this. And that is why, like on a personal level, that's why Michael is protecting it. It's not just a global thing, but it is also a thing unique to your souls. They're showing me like a digital fingerprint, like a unique to your soul's signature. I hope that makes sense. Because you are this Queen of Cups. You are full of love. You are full of nurture. You're full of joy. You're full of strength. Yeah, you are full of this laughter that they were trying to take from you, the joy they were trying to take from you. They were trying to get you to suffer in silence, honey. But you have a soulmate coming in. You have hope coming in. You're going to get to dream again. You are going to get to dream again. Your creative spark is going to come back. You're going to release everything that, good Jesus, release everything that was toxic and crazy, because psychopath is here, right? Like, because seriously, this is nuts. Like, you should have left it. But there's a love affair coming. And there's exes and family who are going to cling. But that ain't got, I mean, that's not your problem. So don't take it as your problem. Keep moving forward. Keep doing what you're doing. All right. Let me go ahead and Ooh, because, honey, you got a hell of a something coming up, ain't you? Joy on the bottom. Like I said, let's go ahead and hear from your ancestors super quick, and then we'll wrap it up. This is a beautiful reading. You are doing beautiful work. Beautiful work. Ancestors, what do you have to say to each one in your collective? Each one in this collective, what do you have to say to them? Oh, oh. Mm. 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 Honey, scarcity is coming to an end. Those cycles of self-sabotage, they're coming to an end. You are about to come upon a time where you can rediscover your innocence, where you can rediscover what safety actually means, where you can feel safe in a connection. Because it feels like that has not been what love does not feel. I'm feeling emotional safety. Love has not felt emotionally safe. It feels like you've survived love, that you've not thrived in it. I'm so sorry about that. Everybody deserves love. Ancestors, do you have anything else? Oh, except for not that many. Can we try this? Oh, fuck it. All right. Honey, 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 honey. Worthiness. You are discovering your worthiness again. You getting your appetite back, baby. You getting that desire back. That is what makes you the Queen of Wands. 2 times, right? Like you starting to learn to speak up for yourself. Like stand up for yourself. That's part of what this work is. Your internal work was for, so that you could be your own champion. You fix and start manifesting because you have learned ma'at. You have learned give and take, or you are learning give and take, right? You're learning through all of these lessons, learning and have learned, right? Like the now and the not yet. Learning and have learned that you are not only worthy of giving, but you're also worthy of receiving. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Your ancestors are saying, hey, remember to surrender to receiving because you're worth it. Fucking beautiful. You fixing to see some miracles. And with all of this energy, with these Medusa and Archangel coming up in here, honey, you fixing to see some miracles. I'm excited to see it. And then you're going to be able to be vulnerable again. Like it looks like because you didn't feel emotionally safe in any of these connections, because you had to be strong, because you weren't safe. Like it's like that idea of like Black women have this thing where, you know, some of us tend to have to live more into our masculine energy because a lot of the times we just don't feel safe enough to be vulnerable, to kind of sit comfortably in that feminine energy that's receiving. That's receiving. But that's what feminine energy is. Now while we all have both masculine and feminine sides, and the balance is, okay, well, which one am I going to pull from for this particular situation that I'm in? You were in the giving energy, so that means you were a lot of the times in your masculine energy. And that's because you didn't feel safe enough to be vulnerable. But what Spirit is saying to you in these moments is, no, yeah, you're the Queen of Wands, but you're also allowed to feel soft. You're also allowed to get into that soft energy. You're allowed to be vulnerable, and you will be vulnerable. Like, you will give yourself that permission, especially when when this lover comes in, because I'm feeling a real protective energy with that, especially with Archangel Michael. A real protective energy there. I also feel some copycat energy from these old energies. So make sure to protect yourself. Like be vulnerable internally. You know what I mean? Like, practice vulnerability in the ways that you feel safe. But protect your energy, because these folks are not above trying to take advantage of it. At any rate, your ancestors are behind you. You have some really beautiful things on the horizon. They are so proud of you. Keep it up, because you fixing to shake the world, baby. All right? Okay. Okay, love you. Bye.